So, Monsieur Metz, you want to make a deal?
The only thing he'll tell us is Juliet is on a train.
Train bound for Berlin, no doubt. You're going to need to fly. Luckily, I know someone who owes me a favor. MP, please find out where Captain Riley and his plane are, and get this group there on the double.
Alright. Here we go.
Who are you writing to?
My mom's a school teacher. She asked me to write a letter to her second grade class.
About what? What it's like being the shortest person in the army? Hi, my name is Charlie Hauser, and they keep me in the Volturi, so I won't get lost.
No. A lot of our students have older brothers over here, and they worry about us. Being scared.
Ah, perceptive kids. So, what lies are you telling them?
No lies. I'm telling them there are times when we really miss home. And there are times when we're all scared. But I'm also telling them that we're part of a crew, which is like a family. And when we're together, things are a little less scary. Even fun. Sometimes. What about you? Who you writing to?
Oh, I have a sweetheart in every port, but, I don't kiss and tell.
Censorship. Giving too many information that can fall in enemy hands.
Gonna buy the farm on that last run. The old man sure knows how to keep us in the air. I'll tell you though, this was giving me problems on the last mission. Kept jamming. Had the boys stripper. We need to hurry. Juliet's probably halfway to Berlin already.
Well, hopefully these boys can help us out.
Let's go, Barrow.
Lieutenant, would you mind passing me the pointer? Merci. If the Germans follow protocol, and believe me, that is something the Germans always do, Juliet has been placed on board the Black Forest Express. They're going to take her to Gestapo headquarters in Berlin, where she will be interrogated by experts. This is a one-way trip, I'm afraid. The train leaves at precisely 0800 every morning, speeding towards Berlin at 120 kilometers per hour.
Oh, this feels
My
like the world's
pointer is
worst
bigger
math
than yours.
problem.
Which means that in 6 hours, this train of yours should be right about here. Which is not far from a weapons factory our group is bombing.
Can we get a ride?
Please.
Today's mission is not a milk run, son. In fact, it's the most dangerous one we've ever been assigned. The Luftwaffe, they'll have their best squadron right here on the perimeter. We get through there, hell, it's Flak City for miles. We lost over 100 planes the last time we were in the area.
Then now, why not delay your repairs? Sit this one out.
Because we're all in this together, Pierre.
Louis.
Somebody
On
got
top of everything else, it now appears you need to find a way to catch a speeding train.
Well, can you get us close to here? Fort Schmiertzen. Looks like they have a motor pool where we could liberate a vehicle.
This is all about saving someone? A resistance fighter?
Yes, sir.
All right. It'll be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
So, the plan is to go on what appears to be a fatal bombing run, filled with enemy fighters and flak. But if you somehow survive,
eyes are all
then you jump
yellow.
out of the plane.
Seems about right. And Louis, you're coming with us.
Bloody hell!
Everybody keep their wits now.
Louis, you can't be serious.
Oh, but I am.
Oh, you wanker!
I want the plane to Switzerland.
Oh, brilliant plan! I can't walk. Are you gonna carry me? Oh!
Good thing you had time to stop in here before the plane takes off. Sergeant's making sure Ellie is getting the best care possible. Although, medics often make the worst patients. The Colonel says he'll make a full recovery. I hear Louis will live too. Good thing for him, you only shot him in the leg. The semi-automatic Po8 pistol. The Nazis love this weapon. If you get your hands on one in the field, be sure to show them the love back. As with other German pistols, the Po8 has a larger magazine, but is slightly less accurate.
Yeah, I hate it.
The P-38 semi-automatic, the choice of many German officers. Good to carry if you're ever in disguise. It has a slightly larger magazine than a 1911 pistol, but the trade-off is less accuracy at medium and long range.
Rubbish.
Well, this is quite the treat. Your friend Marcel made this custom for you in his workshop. Talk about something that goes boom. Ah, your trusty sidearm. The semi-automatic 1911 A1 pistol. Reliable and accurate. It's quite useful at mid to long ranges with both hands and mid to short ranges with one hand. The magazine holds 7 bullets. Always keep it loaded. The Gewehr 43, an impressive weapon. It requires a bit more effort to reload than the Garand, but it comes with a larger magazine. The other semi-automatic weapons. Aggressively firing the Gewehr's entire magazine will cause its accuracy to go wild. This special weapon is on loan from Colonel Evans. Apparently it's a family heirloom. He calls it Uncle Nate's Rough Rider. I call it an exquisite Nazi killing machine. It can be fired entirely one-handed, with only minimal impact to accuracy. And it's the only rifle in the arsenal that can be reloaded entirely one-handed. While slightly less lethal than a bolt-action rifle, it's deadlier than any semi-automatic. The Rough Rider is best for mid to long-range combat, and it can be slam-fired by holding it two-handed while keeping the trigger squeezed. Just remember to push the lever after every shot. The sergeant already told you how much he loves the M1 Garand. Everything he said is true. It's reliable, accurate, easy to reload, and easy to aim. Of all the semi-automatic rifles in your arsenal, the Garand has the highest stopping power. Its only real drawback is the low magazine size. The on-block clip only holds 8 rounds, but it auto-ejects quickly for a fast reload. The M1918A2 automatic rifle. While it comes to trade-offs, it's one of the big stars of the American arsenal. It can only be fired two-handed, and even then accuracy is low. But my goodness, does it make up for it with incredible stopping power. Using the higher firing rate setting reduces accuracy even further, but it sends rounds downrange much faster. While the Chatsworth girl has a bombardier, it might be a good idea to familiarize yourself with how the Northern operate. The Germans love their minefields. Use the mine detector to highlight the training mines buried in the earth. If the red light on the wall activates, it means you accidentally went through. Good luck, Lieutenant.
We're closing in on the factory. Enemy fighters are out there. Everyone look sharp. Lieutenant, the guys up front could use your help. Luftwaffe spotted. Fighters headed our way. Excellent work, Lieutenant.
any doors! Excellent job, Lieutenant! Now we need you up front in the bombardier seat. We're almost to the factory. I'll walk you through them. Use your thumbsticks to find the factory. Then keep it centered in the crosshairs as we fly over. The Nordic will automatically release the bombs. If you're having trouble locating the factory, check the reconnaissance photo. Factory sighted. That's our target. Keep it in the crosshairs, Lieutenant. We're almost in range. Three, two, one. Bombs away! Thank you, Lieutenant. You really saved our bacon. All right. Captain Riley says we're over the drop zone. Lieutenant, grab your parachute. Good luck!
Shit. So I am let myself down. Give me a knife, bro. Somebody, like... Wait, now I'm not trusting you.
Well, hello, Lieutenant.
I'm keeping this.
Enemy spotted!
Over here! Lieutenant, why don't you see if you can find some nice, clean German uniforms for us? I'll cover the door. Outstanding. Well, this almost fits. I hear a convoy. All right, this is our chance. I know you're not much of a conversationalist, but try to keep the driver occupied while I swing around the back. Wait for the signal.
He's gonna blow it up.
This is a stick up.
Regular delivery for Fort Schmerzen, supplies, paperwork, and a replacement garrison from Berlin. Let's be quick about it. Schnell! Is something the matter? I said schnell! I'm on a schedule and I am never late. Schweinhund! I don't know who you think you are, but... Granada!
No, my knife. Oh my god. What the...
Regular delivery for Fort Schmerzen, supplies, paperwork, and a replacement garrison from Berlin. Let's be quick about it. Schnell! Is something the matter? I said schnell! I'm on a schedule and I am never late. Schweinhund! I don't know who you think you are, but... Granada!
Well, shit. The Third Reich sure loves its paperwork. This is our way in. I'll drive.
Let's go.
Yeah, Ollie wrote some German phrases for me. We have the papers. We have the papers. We have the papers. Okay, let's try this.
Fucking nuts.
We have the papers.
Down the hall. Commandant's office.
Took so long with that.
Finally. You're late. Hurry up. Bring them to me.
Knock his lights out. Search his desk for the track diagram. It should have the number for the branch line. Great. Now, if you'll reroute to...
Did I break it?
It's train. I'll hide our friend, the Commandant.
I'm worried about the Allies getting a foothold. There's so many places for them to break through. Miles and miles of beach. I tell you, their landing craft may be the one single thing that wins them this war.
And they call it the Higgins boat, huh?
Exactly. We would be drinking fine German beer in the London pub right now if we had landing craft during the Blitz. Goering thought he could do it all with planes. Now the Allies are building the largest invasion
We've been having
force in
trouble
history.
with that panel.
All we can do
You really need to mash the button.
Oh,
It makes
thank
sense
you.
for them to land at Calais. I think we can hold them there.
I'm not so sure. Wherever they choose to invade, we have to stop them on the beach.
Sorry to interrupt.
If we don't,
Lieutenant!
Now we're talking. We got something more.
Teamwork. All right, Lieutenant, you take out the fort's artillery while I find us a ride out of here. I know this isn't your first rodeo, but please be careful.
I'm gonna be as reckless as possible. Good guy. We got some good things. Got some good things. I can punch people. Let's go.
Bin wieder bereit. Vorsicht,
Yep.
hey, das Beamte noch!
Feind setzt sich in Bewegung!
Kreuzt den Feind!
Mein Bein wurde getroffen.
Marsch auf!
Get out of here. It's so bad. No, just here. Light. Somebody's gonna get this.
Hier drüben!
Oh, what the heck? What happened? piss me off. I real broke tools. Not even supposed to be doing that. I don't know where to go, man. Obviously not that for me.
Ich sehe amerikanisches Gesocks!
Ziel in Reichweite!
Well, someone's having a bad day. I think I found our ride, Lieutenant. Let's get down to the motor pool.
Let's go.
We're going to cut straight through the forest to catch up with Juliet's train. We're going to take a few shortcuts to shake the Germans off our tail. Checkpoint. This should be fun. I'm not gonna stop. We have a train to catch. Trucks at our 10 o'clock. Take them out. Another checkpoint. Hey, watch the lights, Fritz. Trucks at our 10 o'clock. Take them out. Another checkpoint. Hey, watch the lights, Fritz. Lieutenant, you should catch up to the train in a few minutes. I've done some crazy stuff in my time, but I think this takes the cake. Let's get you into position. There's a town up ahead. Hope everyone's there. We've got company. Enemy motorcycles inbound. Take them out, Lieutenant. They're gonna cut through the fuel depot. They'd be crazy to shoot at us. Uh-oh, it's safe. It's going to be close. Just up ahead.
Come on, let's go.
Enemy at 7 o'clock. Save your ammo and send them on a little trip instead.
can see the train up ahead. We gotta maintain cover. Don't shoot anything. We're running out of real estate here. Hold on, Lieutenant. This should be fun. Doug! The engineer and firemen are probably conscripted civilians. Instead of shooting them, why don't you gently encourage them to exit the train? This is gonna be close! There's a tunnel up ahead! We've got to get you aboard! This is it, Lieutenant! Grab onto the ladder and climb aboard!
Here we go.
I don't know why we rerouted, but now we are 2 hours late.
It's just another reason for these Gestapo pricks to yell at us.
I just hope the geniuses back at this bench get all the about them.
If you're here to rescue the prisoner,
She's in the last car! At the end of the train!
Lieutenant, fight your way to the back of the train. Be careful.
Is that the Iron Giant? Bro, I swear that looks like just like the Iron Giant.
Lieutenant, you're more than halfway to Juliet. Keep going, but keep your head down. Lieutenant, the Gestapo sent a distress call. The German High Command has diverted a squadron of Stukas your way. Their orders are to stop you, even if that means derailing the train. The Stukas are about to make an attack run. You need to knock them out of the sky. Keep heading to the back of the train. You should find a flak cannon on one of the flatbed cars. Lieutenant, get on the flak cannon. Time to give the Luftwaffe a taste of their own medicine. Excellent shot. Keep that. You shot down the entire squadron. The only Nazis left are the ones on the train. Keep heading towards the last car. I'll call you on the other side. Just keep heading towards Juliet.
She has a gun! Ah! Ooh.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Your arrival provided the perfect distraction I needed to break free. How is my sister?
Hello? Hello, are you receiving?
Hello? Sergeant, it's Juliet and the Lieutenant. How is Manon?
She's going to be fine. Listen, we have a new pressing issue. You're on a collision course with a southbound train loaded with fuel and ammunition. You need to get out of there, on the double.
We're going too fast to jump. We'll have to decouple the cars.
Hurry.
Uncle Marcel taught me a thing or two. I'll go and separate us from the train. You hit the brakes to slow us down. Vite! 3, 2, 1... Et voilà. Thanks for the pickup, Sergeant.
Anytime, kid. Wait for it. Let's get you back to your sister. The invasion is tomorrow, and you won't let us land with our unit?
Your old unit, Sergeant. You three are no longer combat engineers. You are now invaluable OSS assets. Your orders for the invasion are to brief and advise, not participate.
Is that why we have this overgrown babysitter?
The MP is a request from General Donovan himself. He knows about your special relationship with orders you don't agree with.
Permission to speak freely, sir?
No.
I think he was gonna say this is complete bullshit.
Horse shit, actually, but close enough, Ollie.
Gentlemen.
That beach tomorrow will be a meat grinder, and you know it. Our unit is short-handed without us. They're going to get killed.
That's enough, Sergeant. You're dismissed. The sergeant is the bravest soldier I've ever known. You know he still carries German shrapnel from the Western Front in his back? Causes him pain every waking moment. But you'll never hear him complain. He does his best to hide it. But there's one thing, one simple truth he can't hide from.
Sir?
Ollie, there's one certain, absolute, unbreakable truth in this universe. And the sergeant knows it better than anyone. You ever wonder why someone with his experience doesn't carry a much higher rank? 1936, the Spanish Civil War. The Nazis get involved in a big way, using it as a test run for their new planes and tanks. The United States stays neutral, of course, but the sergeant's son, his only son, is one of these idealistic young men that runs off and volunteers to fight. With little or no training, these boys are going up against a fascist juggernaut. When he hears the news about his son volunteering, the sergeant asks permission to go after him. It's denied, so Sarge goes AWOL, hops on a tramp steamer to Spain, lands on the coast, and races to the front line. When he finally gets there, he learns his son was killed the day before in a Stuka attack.
I had no idea.
I'm the one who got him out of the stockade after his court-martial. As you might imagine, the sergeant was a very tough father. Never told his son that he loved him. And now, he lives every day with the fact that he never will. So as I said, the sergeant knows the truth better than anyone. It's a truth that transcends ideology and borders. And that truth is, war kills young men. Why don't you two go see Huxley? Dismissed.
You're being sent to advise the 82nd Airborne on what you saw in France. But then, your orders are to come back here. I wish I could help you. I wish I could tell you that Colonel Ebbets is friends with the airbase commander. And that the deployment orders are waiting for you inside the tower. And I wish I could tell you I'll be waiting for you aboard ship in the channel with your own goodie bags. This is a model of Dog Red Sector, where your unit is landing tomorrow morning as a part of the first wave. Your objective is to clear the beach of all these obstacles, clearing a path for Allied tanks to roll ashore. I've read the casualty forecasts. I'm sure you know. It's going to be terrible. This special weapon is on loan from Colonel Ebbets. Apparently it's a family heirloom. He calls it...
I always thought the number of takeoffs was supposed to match the number of landings, but I guess you boys in the 82nd are the exception to that rule. I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Well, let me be clear with all of you, I'm scared too. Never forget, the Nazis are smart. They didn't take over half the civilized world by accident. They are the best trained and best equipped fighting force the world has ever seen, and they are the most evil. That's why we're here. We're here to free those they've enslaved, and to avenge those they've killed. I look forward to seeing you all in France.
That was very moving, Sergeant. We need to get you back to headquarters. I have orders to return you to Whitehall before 1900 hours.
Roger that, Private, of course, but before we go, the Colonel asked me to pick up a bottle of sherry from the airbase commander.
No, Sergeant. No can do.
What's the problem? It's right over there in the tower.
I have extremely specific orders. I am to escort you to the flight line, return you to the Jeep, and back to London. Because of your special history, We are not to deviate from that plan.
It's just a bottle of sherry. You want to be the one to disappoint the Colonel when we come back without it? I know I don't. What about the Lieutenant? Come on, war hero.
Okay. Lieutenant, we'll meet you back at the Jeep.
Can I drive back to London?
We've been over this before, Sergeant. Absolutely not.
Just part way.
No!
The Colonel sure loves his sherry.
Yeah, I'm just tired of this English weather. It's just too much. I'm from Barstow. I don't get rain.
Well, the high-pressure system's gonna go here, and if it goes north, then we should be clear. But,
I don't know, but we gotta keep an eye on it. So,
Okay.
Sergeant? Sergeant, please. Please, Sergeant. Sergeant, please exit the vehicle.
But I really want to drive.
I am not going to ask you again, sir.
Just in time.
Sergeant. Sergeant.
Private, would you like to see a magic trick?
What?
Look what's behind my ear.
Grenade. Grenade!
You never pulled the trigger.
So, where to, Ollie?
Weymouth, in Dorset.
Weymouth. Well, it's gonna be close.
So how much trouble do you think we're in?
Quite a bit, Ollie, quite a bit. We're headed one of two places. France, or the stockade.
Lieutenant, you need to find the present the quartermaster left for us.
Find those supplies, or we'll be attacking Nazi Germany with just our wits.
Hello there, Lieutenant. I didn't know you were back.
Good luck, Lieutenant. Life is usually a pageant of idiots and fools. But occasionally, you find yourself in the company of good people. And then, anything is possible.
Bad.
face, sir. We can't believe it. No one knew what happened to you after Tunisia.
Oh, we joined the OS.
We got a new assignment, but now we're back.
Try to reach a checkpoint here real
Clock
quick.
is running. We're shoving off.
We all know it's going to be a tough job ahead, but it's good for us to be together. That's all we can ask for.
Together, keep together.